Hey guys, Chris here from Suburban Geckos. It's been a while since I've uploaded a new video, so thanks for your patience. Been really busy here, trying to wrap up breeding season, but my breeding season just continues to keep getting longer and longer, which is not a bad thing, but the closer I get to breeding year-round, obviously there's no break, and it makes it difficult to keep up with pictures and videos and all that good stuff. So anyway, hopefully you guys had a great holiday and a fantastic new year. Like I said, it's been pretty crazy around here. You know, what with the holidays and chasing a toddler around and the day job and all that good stuff. I figured you guys might want to see some of the holdbacks that I have that hopefully will be breeding in 2019. So anyway, enough talk from me. Let's go down and take a look. So first we'll just take a look at some of the stuff that I'm holding back for this season. So this is a... Let me zoom in on this a little bit for you guys. So this is one of the white and yellow Max No Trempers that I produced this year. Obviously, you know, most of these that I'm going to show you were born more towards the beginning of 2018. So. Not that she doesn't still look awesome, but obviously they don't look, you know, as amazing as they did when they were, you know, 20 grams or so. This girl is a little on the plump side, as you can see, so she's kind of been on a little bit of a diet. Definitely has not been missing any meals, but you can see she's really nice, cool color. Ended up producing quite a few of these this year. It's actually kind of an accident. The year before, I wasn't really intending on producing them, and a couple of them popped out and they looked pretty nice, so figured I'd keep it going, and actually produced some even nicer ones this year. So that's something I hope to keep going in the future. Now, if you guys follow me on the Facebook page, you will have seen likely quite a few of these animals. Again, you know, a lot of times, you know, you saw them when they were much younger, but this is a white and yellow bell that I produced this year that, to me, one of the favorite animals that I produced, you know, all season. It was absolutely amazing. When it first came out, obviously probably one of, if not the nicest ones that I've ever produced. And this is a female. So these, I've got a few of these that it was really kind of an accident, and they kind of look clowny in a way, but they're actually not. These were from, oh hey, these are from a project I've been working on just the last year or so. Working on getting Firebolt into the bell stuff. Was able to get a really nice male that was from a Firebolt line that was not het for Tremper, and paired him to quite a few bell females, and a fair amount of this kind of stuff was popping out, and they're all very unique. I mean, not two look the same. So gonna keep working with that this year. You'll see some more of the animals from this pairing as we move forward through the video. So there is that. So on to another one of my favorites from this year. This is a white and yellow snow bell. Another one that was just unbelievable when it hatched out. Not that it's not now, it's still a very beautiful animal, but when it hatched out, I had not hatched out anything ever that was as close to as nice as this one is. And usually with these you can tell pretty quickly, you know, which ones are going to be the nice ones, and especially the keepers. This one just immediately, within a couple of weeks of it hatching out, I knew that this was going to be a keeper, and the nicest one of these that I ever hatched out. So super excited. Again, like the white and yellow bells, the white and yellow snow bells have been a focus for me the last couple of years, and just continuously trying to improve on them. So really happy with the direction that they're going. So this is one that, again, if you guys followed on Facebook this year, you've probably seen this animal. This is a white and yellow Mac Tremper again. Not a raptor, no enigma in this animal, and it was another one that I knew pretty much right away that this was going to be a keeper, because I had never hatched out anything that looked quite like this animal did. I mean, the patterning is really crazy. It's probably hard to see, but it's got a really weird kind of off yellow big paradox spot on the back. But yeah, this is one of those ones again where it just kind of, my expectations, it kind of moved everything forward, and not to mention it's a male, so should be able to pair this to quite a few females this year, and should hopefully get some really nice results. So another one that got a lot of attention on Facebook is this one that, as much color as it has, this is actually a white and yellow snowbell. See the big black paradox spot on the back. This is another one that, as a baby, I mean, it's just on another level. Oh, it's chirping. That's rare. You guys hear that? She's a little stressed. So we won't keep her out long. But yeah, this is another one that I think with the bell stuff next year, animals like this should really take things to another level. So I'm super excited to see what she produces next year. We'll let her go back. Most of you guys probably know what this is. This is one of 2 firebolt females that I held back this year, and but yeah, it's another thing that another project that I'm really excited about, fun to work with. I don't really work with any other bold stuff. It's more been firebolts and crossing them into various other things, like crossing them into the snows and stuff like that you guys have probably seen me post. I went a little crazy this year in trying to cross out the firebolts, and I used so many of them that I really shorted myself on production of firebolts. So I had a lot of customers asking me for firebolts this year, way more than in past years, and I literally did not have enough to sell. I only had a handful. So I've talked to some of you guys about taking chances with your pairings, and that's where some of the really cool stuff can come from. You know, and I think that's an important thing to do. Just always be cautious that you're not swinging the pendulum too far to one side or the other, to where you kind of take so many risks that you know, some of your keystone projects can kind of suffer because you've used, you know, so many breeders up for kind of the long shot pairings. So, but yeah. This is a white and yellow Tremper. It's actually only one of 2 that I held back this season. Really nice color. So try and keep these going and improve things a bit as we move forward. The white and yellow Trempers are cool. I just, over the last few years, my focus has really gone to Bell. It's personal preference. Not that the Trempers aren't neat and nice and all that good stuff, but yeah, I just, Bell, like I said, is just kind of my favorite thing to work with at this point. So here is another Firebolt. Well, I've got 5-star written on the tub. It has to be good, right? So, and this girl is busy. So again, these two females, this is one of the two that I held back this year, and they'll definitely be added to the handful of other Firebolt females that I have. So long and short, hopefully this year, or next season I should say, 2019 season, should be much better for production of Firebolts than last year was. So here is a Max No Firebolt cross. This is one of 3 females I produced this season. And I actually only held one back. I let the other 2 go, but got some cool stuff with Firebolt and Max No kind of brewing behind the scenes. So hopefully be able to get these, continue to get these more where I want to get the project and start to release some more of them, but still kind of in the refinement phase at this point. Something that was a big favorite this year is the Firewaters. These are awesome. It was actually my first year working with rainwater. Man, fast. First year working with rainwater at all, and the Firewaters are actually the only rainwater that I work with. Not that rainwaters aren't cool. It's one of these things, like there are certain genes that you can't work with everything. At least I can't. I just don't have the space to do it at this point. So rainwater is one of those things that I historically had never worked with, and then had the opportunity to get some Firewaters, and they are amazing. They've quickly become one of my favorite things to work with. I'll show a couple more of these as we go along. So another thing I'm really excited about working with this year is my Gem Snow stuff. This is actually a white and yellow Gem Snow Bell. It is a male, which I am super excited about. These Gem Snows that I'm working with actually came from Albie's line. Last year was the first year that the 2018 season is the first year that I started working with these as well. Bought out a collection from a well-known breeder, and in there had a really nice Gem Snow Radar female. Crossed that into my white and yellow Bell stuff and produced 3 males of these. One went to a friend, I sold one, and then I kept one for myself. So should be really nice as far as what these produce next year. So yeah, definitely excited to be working with the gem stuff. Here's another one that I know you guys have seen on Facebook. Another white and yellow Bell, one of my favorites from this season. Just amazing color, pattern. This is actually from the Bell Firebolt project I was telling you about. You can see one of the animals that male went to was a red stripe Bell, so you can see the stripe influence there. This is a female, and hopefully we'll produce some really nice offspring this year if I'm lucky. This is a white and yellow Bell with Sunglow influence. Again, this is a female. Father was a white and yellow Bell Sunglow that was awesome and did amazing for me this year, as far as pretty much anything that he produced. So produced quite a few of these. Not many left at this point. They all sold pretty quickly, but we'll definitely be producing more in 2019 for sure. This is a Tremper. It's definitely high contrast. If you saw it when it was a juvenile, it was pretty crazy. This is coming from my Tremper project that I've been working on for, I don't know, 2 or 3 seasons now. It's Atomic G project, and just keep taking the highest contrast animals back to each other. This is a male that I held back along with probably 5 or 6 females. So just to continue refining that line. So there's another firewater. A little younger than the other one, a little smaller, still has quite a bit of growing to do, but the thing that struck me about this one is it had a crazy reverse stripe that I had not seen before, that it has held at least past, you know, the hatchling stage. It's faded a little bit, but I figured it would completely disappear, and it has held it quite nicely. So she's not going to be terribly cooperative because she's very jumpy, but this is one of my holdback Tangerines from this year. It's Gecko Genetics Blood Cross. Started to see these pick up in popularity over the last season or so. Not many of us in the States or overseas actually that are working with these. Myself and a buddy of mine sent a fair amount of them over to Asia last year, but if I can get, yeah, the color on these is just awesome. So this is definitely one of my main projects. Working on a few different variations of these, you know, really trying to get more of the deep red, deep orange. Then I have another line that's more bright and kind of electric. There's another one, and this one is a male. Apparently camera shy. Try not to stress them out too much here, but you know, you get the point. Very nice Tangerine line, great color, very robust, no weird wonky issues like some of the other lines out there. So yeah, pretty cool. This to me would be one of the ones that's definitely more kind of on that bright, you know, electric. And when I say electric, I don't mean electric tangs, but just has more of that kind of battery powered look, the bright orange versus more of that deep red orange color. So you can tell these don't lack in the spirit department at all. But so here's another firewater, another female, really nice color. I held back quite a few of these this year. They were so popular I literally couldn't keep up with the demand for them, so should be creating plenty of these in this year's season. Going back to the Firebolt stuff, just been working on crossing Firebolt into some other things. Some of them work out, some of them don't. I did a lot of Tangerine crosses, and they were just kind of underwhelming. But for white and yellow, still small, still growing, but head pattern and color and all that stuff is just awesome. This is another white and yellow bell, pretty sweet, got a reverse stripe thing going on. This is actually from a separate line entirely from the other stuff that I've showed you guys with the white and yellow bells earlier. So again, this is one of those ones with the stripe. Anytime that there's anything significantly weird or odd, that's the stuff I have a tendency to pay attention to, and a lot of times end up holding back. So this was probably arguably the most popular animal this year. This is essentially a tangerine, red stripe, white and yellow bell. Still, it's got some of that kind of what I'd call like a sunbursty pattern on the stripe, or coloration rather. But this is one of, if not the nicest animals that I've ever produced. From the pairing it came from, it's the only one that popped out and looked even remotely like this. It was such a long shot, and very lucky on my part to hit this animal. So it has a bit of a stumpy tail, but I do not care. Hopefully this is something that I can reproduce this year. Here's your gift of the day. You get to see me in dork mode with the GoPro on. Great look, isn't it? Anyway, once we get this one done and uploaded, I will follow it up with another video, hopefully within the next couple weeks, of some of the animals that either are currently available, which there's not many out there on the website at this point, but some of the ones that I'll be posting here shortly. So again, thank you guys for sticking with me here. As always, appreciate the support. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care.